Hello friends and welcome to Lyssa, the Goddess of Rage. Now in this video we'll be talking about this game. This game is very nice, it's very smart, needs strategy. It is a chessboard game that you need to protect your leader and you need to combine units and do synergies and defeat your enemies. It's a live PvP fight that you can go and immediately whenever you click the fight button you're gonna find an opponent. Many people are playing this game. I played a lot of games similar to this or exactly just like this, copy paste, and I liked them. I dropped them because they lack in content and they didn't go to story mode and did some stuff like you feel bored sometimes when playing these. It's not a hard grind, it's a game that you can always log in and just play people with a similar rank as you and not being overpowered by them until you build everything. Now, of course, it has a shop and it's not a very pay-to-win shop. You can, of course, pay everything and try to get everybody from the shop, but with a little bit of time and grinding, it doesn't require a lot of grinding. You're gonna get every character, to be honest. The thing is, with this game, as you start to play this game, they're gonna give you the tutorial, you're gonna go do some fights, they're gonna explain and introduce some synergies and some fighters. So it has a very easy and great reroll system. So if you go to the top right of your corner of the screen and click on settings, you're gonna see in the bottom right of the screen that you have the profile ID. You click the delete, you type in your profile ID and you delete, and it will restart the game and you will start over from the start. Do the tutorial, summon again. If you got the combo or the teams or the units that you like, you can continue. And I did this 3 times and I got my god comp and I got to summon a legendary unit. And we'll be talking about this really quick. Now this is the reroll, how you do rerolls. So easy, so simple. Takes you like almost between 2 to 5 minutes. Now as you see, if I click on the content, you can see a lot of coming soon because there's a lot of content that will be coming up soon. So there's a lot of space to grow for this game. Now let's go and start introducing the mechanics of the game. First of all, you have commanders in the bottom left corner. You see I'm using this commander. There's a lot of commanders that you need to use, especially the main one, which is Ethan. Ethan, you need to level him up to maximum because in chapters and in story mode and in events, they will ask you to win fights with using him. So there's no wrong mixing him up. I'm not using him right now, I'm using Reichi. Reichi synergizes with what my team defensively and offensively to play. So everybody there have their own abilities. She can negate passives with her second skill, and she can gain electrocute, which will, when they attack your leader, they're gonna take damage and sometimes kill them. Other commanders like Melissa, and I love her art. She's like a Medusa thing, but she's not a Medusa. She can summon a shadow of her with high attack and hit your enemies, and she can stun you for 1 turn, delaying all the synergies of the enemies, which is really amazing. And you have Ceres or Cersei. She buffs all the syndicates on your team and gives them attack, and this will allow you to help grow in your account. And she have a very unique skill, which is when you level her up and max her out, you can kill all enemy that are wounded, even if they heal back. So let's say they started at 20 HP, you hit them, they take damage, then you heal them up to 1 million HP. It doesn't matter, they took damage. It means when you click that button, they will die no matter what. So this is a cool synergy and mechanic. Now, the fighters. We have 3 types of heroes in this game. We have the syndicates, we have the peacemakers, and the freemen. And peacemakers are the bigger chunk of this game. Everybody, like there's a lot of bunch of them and they have a lot of buffs and debuffs. And you can check the abilities here. It's whatever you have and whatever you want to combine and work as a team. So you can have them, so you can go and do a synergy. Syndicates, their all main shenanigan and synergy is dealing damage. Deal damage to opponent and splash damage to everybody, or AoE damage. And if they take damage or die, they deal damage to your leader or to the other opponents. And it's called splash damage, like this one. These red ones, it's the damage. Mainly they're consistent of, and this is their main play, is to deal damage to everybody else. So this is the main thing about them. And they can attack twice and they can increase the tempo of the game. Now, peacemakers, they're all around shields, block, and buffing. In general, they have all the synergies of the second factions, but you can play around them. As you see on my main lineup, I have 2 syndicates and 1 peacemaker, and all of the others are freemen. Now, Freeman is one of my best and the ones that I love the most. Why? Because they have the synergy of buffing themselves and healing themselves and increasing their max HP, which will allow you to ramp up damage and kill your opponent, and this is what I like. And I was lucky because this is what I was aiming for. Let me tell you something quick about the fighters. Peacemakers. This dude, Cadet. Now you have him as green, which is common. You have common, rare, epic, and legendary. You have a version of him that is common, a version of him that is rare, a version of him that's epic, and a version of him that's legendary. And why is this important? You don't want to level them up immediately from the start. I didn't unlock him here, but if I have him, I will not level him up. I will save his fragments, because you can convert these fragments into rare fragments, and the rare fragments into legendary epic fragments, and then into legendary, which will buff him the most. Now, as you see, if you don't unlock him as a legendary, you can't upgrade the epic fragments into legendary, so you need to unlock him first. So I have Hannah here, and I have her, I think, on the rare ones. I don't have, she's not yet on the common. She's rare and she's epic and she's also legendary. So I'm gonna keep saving her relics. I have her, both of her versions on my lineup, because she does insane synergy with my lineup. And this is what you need to know about leveling them up. Of course, they have other things like links. If you have 2 units of what they tell you in the description, like this one that I don't have, you can get bonus 3 attack from the start even without leveling her, and it goes up. To do that, you can reboot. So rebooting is when you start them up more and more, when you get to R2, R3, and you can reboot them. They go back and you get all the shards back, and then you can level them up again, but they gain bonus stats. And this happens with every single character in the game. There's no trash character or whatever you can't use. You can use the greens, the blue, the epic, the legendary, but we always say use the rare as minimum base. Try to build a roster about epic, and then go for legendaries, and this is depending on your luck. As you see, I have this one. Everybody will have her. She's the first epic that you'll get. She'll buff the same allies on the same lineup if they are peacemakers, and she will carry you throughout this main story at the start of the game. But I dropped her because she doesn't synergize anymore in my lineup, and I prefer to use blues or greens that will synergize with my lineup. So keep that in mind. It's all about strategy and team building. Now we have the summoning. Recruit, now they have an offer on them. It's still having 12 hours. You can recruit with 99 gems. You can recruit epics and legendaries from here. And when I cross League 20, I can only recruit legendary from here, so I can build my main roster and make it even more powerful. Now you have other shops that you can buy gems from, and you have your credit shop and here you can buy with your gems some credits to upgrade units and give them more levels. Now, as the story goes, you're gonna unlock this one. This one, it has events. And events is whatever coupons you get from events, you can buy other units. So whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go for the one that I have to improve her more. And I'm gonna try to buy other units if I still have the currency for them. Even if I can buy her, this one, she doesn't work with all... Actually, she does work, but let's say somebody else that doesn't work with my fighter roster, I don't need her right now. In the future, I'm gonna have everybody else. So I don't need to buy her. I need to focus on my lineups and synergies and buy the ones that I need. Don't go for credits. Don't go for this one. You will find them later. You will use them later. This one is for booster. You can boost the unit. If you see, I boosted this guy. Boost his attacks, boost his abilities. You can click on boost. If you have the currency, it will add for him what they tell you here, and it will add the attack for him or the defense depending on what gets boosted by him. So if we go to Hannah and I want to boost her, she requires 100 because she's legendary. She will gain 4 in attack, and all of her stats will be increased if I get her to level 2 or 3. So this is what you need to think about, and these buffs are, you can have them permanently if you do the neutral link or if you do the rebooting. Rebooting is everything in this game. So let's go to gameplay and fights. So in the fights, every fight you win, you get a crate. It goes from green to blue to epic to legendary, so you can have them. And every 3 wins, it will give you a main crate here. 3 times per day, and then it will refresh after 6 hours. So every 6 hours it will refresh and gives you another 3. So every 3 fights that you win, you're gonna have a crate, and every fight you win, it will fill the crates. And one thing that I dislike with these games is the pay to win functionality in this system only. which is whenever you want to open a slot for more boxes to have increase the capacity for you getting shards and credits, you need to pay money. And you can't do it with in-game currency. I hope they change this so you can do that and add more slots. But it's not bad. I think here it's only for $2. You can open one. You can have them all, and it will help you progress immensely. Now, before we go to fights, I'm gonna talk about events. So I finished the first event and the second event. I'm on part 2 in this chapter, and it requires me to summon super soldiers or legends of war 2 times. Super soldiers and legends of war. So if we go here, this is super soldiers, this is legends of war, the last 2. So I did the first one and I got my epic, and I got my epics and legendaries from here actually. And the last one I unlock it on League 20, which I didn't reach yet because I didn't play that far. When you unlock a League 22, you will have this event for you to recruit. So keep that in mind. Every event they require you to like recruit or level up or beat some boss. This will beat this boss when it unlocks the first one here. The other ones say speed up 4 crates, which is in the fight. If you go here, you have crates, you need to spend to speed them up. Wait till the last minute. At 1 minute you can speed them up with 1 diamond, which will make it more min-maxing. And then we have find 600 rare mercenaries with opening crates. So I will not be doing this until I will not do this actually. So I will save my crates and go fight. And when I reach this stage, I will open my crates so I can min-max the most. And then they will ask you to level up and do other stuff and spend 600 gems, do something. Until the end, when you reach the final, you're gonna get a bunch of resources. Now, why is this resources or these rewards, the red tokens, are important in these events? You can go to the roulette and do legendary rolls. And legendary rolls, if you hear, it will grant you another reroll or 1000 or 2000 diamonds, which you can also use to reroll again, or it will give you legendary units, and this where you need to go with it. Now here you have the epic ones and here you have the rare ones. I recommend to save as much as possible from these events, especially do exactly what they ask you here so you can progress. Now let's go and check how the fight goes. So as soon as I click fight, I'm gonna find somebody. My team is set. I'll go and destroy him, absolutely, it's nothing to me. So I will start with my main carry. She has a lot of HP and she's the one to buff my entire team. He's trying to kill her. Now we need to save her, and by saving her we need to drop a tanky unit in front of her to deal so much damage. And this one will do splash damage, and then I finish them off with her. Now I need to... And this one, their unit that they dropped, you can click on them and read them. When she drops in the field, she deals damage to a random enemy. This is why she killed mine. So now I can drop anybody else that I want. So if I use my specials, you can read my specials will electrocute for 12. It means she will die. And she has 13 health. She will die after 2 hits. But because I have her, she does splash damage. It means after 1 hit, she will die. I can drop it like this. I can play this tank for me, and it will buff everybody who will be, if she's attacked, she will buff everybody else on my lineup. Now this removes their buffs, and now I can play, I can use this character, and look at this. This is the legendary character. She hits at the end of my, or at the start of my battle, she summons somebody. When she summons somebody, she buffs them, I go crazy, I kill everybody, and now I can roll with my lineup. I buff everybody in my team, and this is GG, I already won. There's nothing he can do to defeat me actually here right now. This is how much my team is good. And another... That's it. I will have full board. I will clear him easily. As you see, I get ramps and buff up, buff up. It buffs every ally. So synergies are the most important thing in this game. You play synergy, you play with everybody else, you drop units after units, and you'll defeat everybody. This one will make somebody random on my team get 2 attacks. So they will attack twice, and that's it. That's all she wrote. The game is so easy, so simple. You'll have fun playing it. I love it very much. I just hope that they increase the characters. They get some voice actors. They open a story mode. Without story mode, the game will die. With story mode, everything will be okay. These characters, this is the main character of the game if you check it. There's of course a lot of characters like bootleg Kami. I want to show you one. They made a character that looks like Kami from Street Fighter. but different outfit and metal legs. I find it a little bit funny, but I like it. There's nothing to hate about this game. It doesn't affect your phone. It works in a good performance. The sounds are nice. I hope they add soundtracks and music. And yeah, that is my whole review of this game. If you want me to make a full complete guide about it, specifically very professional guide, let me know. If you don't like it, also let me know. I will just hop off of it. I just wanted to review it and tell you that I like it. I'll continue playing it a little bit. Yeah, that was it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. If you didn't, I thank you for watching. And as always, stay frosty. Peace.